Hello YouTube, welcome to my van build out. I am not sure to what degree you guys are going to be able to hear me. It is extremely windy today, but this is the build out. If you look at up front here, we have our camera. That is a Blink outdoor camera. Down here we have our cargo carrier. This is straight from Harbor Freight. Then we have our extension. We have our 3-prong inlet, and we have another Blink camera right there. And then I will show you guys the inside. Alright, now here on the inside to the right, we have two backseat cargo carrier things for the seats. I'm not sure exactly what the names are. Basically, you could just put, like for example, center here, you could put your iPad, etc., and then just random miscellaneous stuff. It's extra space without taking too much additional build space. Up here we have, this is just a curtain rod for like bathrooms. Then we just put a curtain in it. Alright, so we have a desk here from IKEA. That is what we are currently using for the desk. It is just screwed down. We have two monitors. We have our right one, which is our VGA DVI monitor, and our left is going to be our DisplayPort, HDMI, etc. Just if I'm ever working on computer stuff. Alright, down here we have our right battery is our LiFePO 4, and our left one is our AGM battery. They're both 200 amp hours. Obviously the LiFePO 4 is better because it can discharge fully, AGM only to 80%, I believe. Then to the right here we have our 60 amp DC to DC, and we have a 2000 watt inverter. And let me get you guys a closer look at that. So I had previously PowerDrive inverters, but they honestly failed me. So since then we have switched over to this one. I got it for $100 on Marketplace. It works great. It's not as loud, and this one's a pure sine versus modified. So it's a 2000 pure sine for $100. Phenomenal deal. Alright, now to the front here. On the left, you'll see that red little button that controls our aftermarket floodlights. Then here in center, we have this is our Android Auto CarPlay. Down here, we just have a fire extinguisher. Alright. Then moving this way, we actually have a floodlight. This floodlight is connected to our back inverter, which is actually powered by our solar. Down here we have a TV. It's a 32-inch, not smart TV, but I just connect the Roku to it and it's a smart TV. My thoughts on this. So for a little period, I was like, okay, let me switch this to a monitor. That was a big mistake because once I went camping with it, I realized that the monitor did not have speakers. So that was a mistake, and trying to connect to Bluetooth on the sync system for vehicle speakers was quite difficult. Anyways, now we'll go to the back. We have curtains down there. They're just held down by magnets, honestly. And up here, we just got this inner cargo net carrier. Honestly, super awesome, really inexpensive, and it lets us use additional space that we really didn't want to do a build out for, and this was only like $20. On the wall, we have our paneling. They're just screwed in, nothing pretty, but it's better than the bare, and it insulates a little bit. Then to the bottom left here, this is actually an outer exhaust for our AC unit. Sometimes we'll have a standing AC unit here. We haven't needed it recently, and we use it for something else temporarily, but that AC unit would connect to the inverters, and then we would power it actually directly through the vehicle's power. Alright, to the right over here, we have our 1500 watt PowerDrive inverter. This one's still working great. The other one failed. The other one was a 3000 watt. But I'll give you guys a lesson here on modified versus pure sine if you don't know. But let me go down to this is our solar controller, and then right on top of it we have our Bluetooth battery monitoring system, and then these cables just go across. Here we have an IKEA, it's like a drawer system from IKEA, and we just hold it in with cargo with bungee cords. Then up here we have our, what's it called? This is just a power strip from Harbor Freight, 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that, and it helps us connect multiple things should we need it. Bottom left, I forgot to mention, we have our inlet. This was probably one of the best investments I could have made. This inlet was probably $30, and it just has a 3-prong on the outside, and then gives us power through the from shore on the inside. I plan on getting a conversion for the 50 amp, so for like RV plugins. But for now, this one's great. Just when I want to do get a cord through power from the house, or let's say I need to run a cord through here for like a charger or something from the house, then I could just plug in to the outside and connect directly without using any of the battery banks or having to have the vehicle on. All right, we have little locks built in to hold the seat in. We just use a bungee cord on the locks. Works great, honestly. Down here we have our left battery. This one's a 100 amp hour AGM. We do not have it connected currently, but I plan on just connecting it with the other AGM battery and charging both off the solar. All right. Okay, so now I said I was going to mention pure sine versus modified. So this one is a pure sine. The left yellow one is a modified. I did not know there was a difference between inverters when I first got them, but here's the lesson. If you need for power tools, etc., the left one is the yellow one is the one to go. If you have sensitive electronics, then this one is the one to go. Pure sine are more expensive. They produce less power per dollar, but the energy is less volatile. So for sensitive electronics, this is the way to go. With the other one, if you're using sensitive electronics, you'll often hear the buzzing sound. I've heard people have success with them, but I run very expensive electronics, so I wasn't going to risk it, and I just got it modified. Plus, the yellow one, I had a 3000 equivalent on this exact position, and that one failed me. Then once again, we have this DC to DC charger. This lets my alternator charge my starter battery, and then the starter battery then charges this battery here, and that does all the controlling. Don't do it directly because what's it called? There's other ways you can connect DC to DC to charge. Some are very volatile. This is the safer way to do it. Also, I kind of jerry-rig this. This connects to the DC to DC, and then this actually connects to this cable that connects to a fuse. This is actually how I tell this to turn on or not. I'll connect the cable there with this cable, and then I have an on and off switch. That way, I only have the charger running when I want it to run, so that my vehicle doesn't have to, doesn't charge it all the time, and that also stops it from, for example, charging while the vehicle is idling, or while the vehicle is off so it doesn't drain my starter battery. But that is all, guys. That is my current build out. I plan on doing a couple other things. For now, I'm trying to think of additional ways to do storage. I've been taking this camping, but obviously I need a lot more for effective camping, so I've been working on that. But I will keep you guys updated on this build out. If you have any questions, I have learned a lot from doing this in this process, so just let me know. Thank you guys again, and have a wonderful day.